Today we're going to talk about belief and how it can help us in our pricing. Because again, everything we talk about is kind of also money related. So let's talk about money, pricing, and belief. First of all, think about something when you price your offer or when you're announcing your pricing to others, when you're on a sales call and you want to say how much you charge. Is there anything that is holding you back? Is there something, deep inside that still makes you a little bit uncomfortable saying your prices? Or when you're pricing your offers, is there something inside of you that says, oh, but this is too much, or something like that? Think about at least one limiting belief that you have regarding pricing your offers or announcing your prices. And then write it down. And when you're done, either raise your hand or write it in the chat, because if you write it in the chat, it helps. Sometimes it might be something like, I have to take care of my family, and if I raise my prices, what if I don't get any sales and I don't make any money? Even things like deeper than the first examples. When you have it, like, just do a thumbs up or write it in the chat, okay? Okay, what if I'm overvaluing myself and the experience I'm selling? What if my service isn't valuable enough? My services aren't worth more than what I'm charging. I love that. The pattern. I'm not qualified enough. Oh, that's a good one too. I have no doubt about the value. I'm comfortable with the number, but there is always the doubt of someone doing it cheaper and will lose the project. Oh, and I will lose the project. Good one. This might sound weird, but I'm too confident in my pricing now. What if that creates a self-sabotage? Oh, how can that create a self-sabotage? Write that in the below your comment so that we go over them. I'm worried to lose customers if I increase my art price. Yes. Okay. I'm worried to lose customers if I increase my prices. Yes. And today and going forward, we try to do more, like me and Mohabbat will take turns to dive deeper into this because of the different perspectives that we have. And I think it would be beneficial to look at it in different ways. Okay, people can do it themselves, or better, choose someone who's number one in the world. Next one. I fear I'm scaring customers off after sharing my pricing, then not being able to persuade them as to why they should choose my services. Okay. Let's do an example. Some of you might have done it already, but let's do this. Let's stand up if you're able. Stand up. Okay. So point your finger forward. And now, without moving your legs, just turn from your waist, turn. Okay, I have to go forward. Turn until where you can go and look at that point. So turn until you can go and look at that point and see where you can go. Okay, don't move your legs. Okay, decide, come back. Now put your hand down. The rest of the things I want to tell you, you just do it in your mind. Don't use your hand. Okay, so now close your eyes. With your eyes closed, see your hand coming up again, pointing forward and turning without doing it. Don't do it, just do it in your mind. So Lana, you don't need to bring your hand up again. So yes, and Michelle. So yes, see yourself in your mind that your hand is forward and you're turning. This time, go past that point that you just saw. See yourself passing that point. Okay, come back, put your hand down. Again, without moving your hand, with having your eyes closed, see yourself that your hand is up, you're turning. This time, pass a lot more than the previous time. Maybe double the amount that you turned. See, you're pointing that way. I know your brain might not feel logical, but see it and feel like you're doing it. You don't know how, but you're doubling the point. Okay? Bring your hand back, put it down. Again, with your eyes closed, without moving your hand, see yourself bringing your hand up again and turning. And this time, turn like the full circle. See you're turning the full circle and even more, and see it. Really see that you're like turning, turning, push. You see it? Okay. Now come back, bring your hand down. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes and bring your hand up again in reality, and turn. Turn again and see how far you can go this time. You went more than the first one, right? Isn't that crazy? You saw that you went more this time, right? Compared to the first time. Why is that? Because this time you saw it and you believed that you can do it. Although you didn't go like full turn, but like you went more, right? That's why we need to work on our belief and really see it, really feel it, that we achieved it. We're going to get better results. And Mohabbat, whenever you want to jump in, let me know because you want to do it. Okay.
I actually do. So, guys, I want to share something with you that is so real to me and happened to me, and I overcame that thing. So, like for anybody who knows me here, like, I can't shut up. So, like, being shy or stuff like that, it is not a thing that I've ever struggled with. You can put me in a room full of strangers, I will pick every one of them apart and I will talk to them. But for some random reason, I had this limiting belief that I'm not great at sales. I'm not good at it. Like, I'm just not the person to talk to when you want to do sales. No, like, why? But like, I'm not a salesperson, honestly. I'm more like the tech girl, and I am the tech girl, honestly. But I'm like, I thought that I was so bad at sales. So, like, after years of having this stupid belief, I actually had a session with Roshan and said, hey, so how about like, I actually come with you to sales calls, and she's been asking this of me for like years, and I was like, no, I don't think you want me there. And I was like, oh, let's actually like do it. And like, if this client doesn't become a client, like, tough niggas, it's okay. So I actually went there and we had two back-to-back sales calls, and they were both from like a specific European country with specific laws. And the first one that like we had the conversation, so I had like a little bit of a background because I have cousins in Germany. So it was like the country, and like I knew a couple of things, and I just basically validated those terms in like the sales call that we had with that client, and she was so impressed and actually gave me a different pointers. So I quickly wrote them down, those things that actually like, she took away from my experience of from what I shared. She was so impressed. And then we had another call with another person in Germany. So I just took whatever she told me about like, laws in Germany and like how you can use specific educational platforms and systems to boost your business. And I just basically repeated back to the second person, and he was so impressed. Roshanas, he kind of like did this and said, wow. Like the moment that he said wow, all of that stupid beliefs that I'm bad at sales, they kind of vanished. And actually, I just spoke after that with Rosha. Rosha told me, oh my God, if I knew that you could do sales, we could have done so much more. Do you know like how much more we could have done if I knew that you could have done this? And why were you not doing this for so long? And I was like, I really did not have a good reason to give her. She told me exactly what I was good at. She gave me pointers. She told me why I was natural at it. And it makes a lot of sense for those of you who have like been with us like for the longest time. So I do teaching on Cafe Society, and like, I work with a lot of our clients, even like one-on-one. And it only makes sense when I started doing it because I'm the person that does the thing. I'm the person who's kind of like, hard on it, and I just like hammer until the thing is finished, and I'm crazy about it. So why wasn't I thinking very logically in my own stupid brain, like at that point, that I'm not bad, I'm not great at sales? I'm great at sales. and it changed. Now I do almost every sales call that we have, and I'm actually having lots of fun. I'm having lots of fun. Actually, I did a whole workshop on sales for people in Cafe Society. This is how freaking good I got. Yeah, so like, this is how stuff can change. And I wanted you guys to know this. I love it, Kara. Yes, yes, I feel empowered. So I went to UPW, I chopped my board, and on my board, I wrote, I am a powerful witch with a B, and I am resourceful AF, and I am. If I am this, then what the hell am I afraid of? Why don't I actually sell? Because nobody is gonna bust her ass as much as I do. Nobody's gonna care about a client as much as I do. It is a disservice to the client if I don't do sales. So I do it, and I do it proudly. So I
Yeah.
wanted to share this with you guys. Thank you.
And she's right. I was blown away. Like from the first call to the second call, when she used the same law that she just learned in the first, because that's not our background. We help with businesses to grow, on the financial side and marketing side. We don't know the laws of different countries, right? But she just learned it from the first call and said it in the second call. And the guy was just blown away. Because like, wow, like the way, like his physiology, the way that he was like seriously shocked and like he just went back on his chair, like it was just so funny. Wow, like, and this guy is like really like a real somebody. Okay, so it was like, I was like, whoa, you're so good, Mohammed. And yes, and now just actually October, yes, in October she taught sales to all of our Cafe Society members. And I love that. Winnie says, Lola, it's true. Speak from experience with Mohabbat. Exactly. Everybody loves her, and I love her so much. And it's just so, it's it's a waste of your potential. I really believe God, grace, whatever you believe in, put this potential inside of you, and it's a waste. It's seriously a waste if you're not using it.
Like, I think this fire with whatever you do is within every one of you. It's just stepping into the light and actually not taking no for an answer when you're dealing with yourself. That matters, because when you are working with a client, you don't make excuses, you make it happen. But when it comes to yourself making stuff happen for yourself, we unfortunately sometimes negotiate with ourselves. Oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Mm, mm-mm. No longer. I am gonna treat myself as a pampered client. I'm gonna show up for myself, and I'm gonna do it as best as I can possibly do. No longer stupid limiting belief.
So, in this state of mind, what would be an empowering belief for you? Just exactly opposite of what you just said. What is the truth? What is the real truth about you and your prices and your offers? Yes, the value I bring is worth it. Yes, absolutely. One of the things I had at the beginning, I was like, well, I learned all of these from big people like, Tony Robbins, Simon Sinek, John Maxwell. Some of these things are accounting standards, like they teach it in school, marketing, they're in the books, everything I learned, all of that. And I was like, why would people pay me? They can just go to Tony, especially Tony, because he has so many different like variety of things, right? They would just go to Tony. And then I went to more events. I've learned a lot from Tony, Brendan Burchard, John Maxwell, Simon Sinek, um, uh, Brian Tracy. Um, Brian Tracy is also a good one. So a lot of people and a lot of women as well. And after a while, you actually see a pattern. You see them repeating each other, right? And I was like, what the heck? Like this person, this example is most of the time Tony's example. And I'm like, wait, this big guy, like acting so confident, copying, for example, Tony Robbins, and then I'm here scared that I'm gonna talk to some people that like are just on my YouTube or Instagram, and I'm not even pretending that I'm this huge important person, and I'm afraid, what the heck, right? The more I see like their exam, like I know things that I'm like, it shocks me every time that I hear it from this number one coach in the whole world or whatever. And then that's a copy. Tony also talks about things that he learned from Jim Rohn and other people, Jay Abraham, right? There's no shame in it. It's how he delivers, how you deliver, how she delivers, right? Because some people need to hear so something from your mouth to change their life. So you gotta show up for you and the people who are waiting to hear or get that service from you.